Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Shaunneka, and if you are new here, I release seated slow flows and yin yoga practices. And today I have a morning yin yoga practice for you. Of course, we start off with the feet and work our way up towards the hips. A lot of the postures in today's practice are hip openers, hip flexors, and groin. So maybe you have a pillow or a block handy that you might decide to use for some of the postures. I guarantee you will feel relaxed and your day, you'll just feel better because of it. That's it for me. I hope you enjoy it, and I will see you on the mat. So, of course, starting with our toe squat. So from your tabletop position, tuck your toes under and sending your hips to rest back onto your heels. So if it's too much to bear your weight on your heels, you can always rock forward, bring your hands to the floor, and then join us again. Let's just take a nice big inhale, draw the shoulders up towards the ears. And on an exhale, let them go. Settling here into the pose. Also notice if you're pushing your neck forward, try to bring your ears in line with your shoulders. And then, of course, noticing if you're tensing the shins and allow them to relax. Coming into our last few breaths here. If you'd like to go deeper for these last few breaths, you can simply inchworm your knees closer to the top of the mat. So now you're just on your toes as opposed to the ball of the foot. Let's take our last two breaths here. Nice big inhale. And sigh it out. One more inhale. And let it go. Very gently rock forward, untuck the toes. Be gentle. Rotate the ankles. Wiggle the toes. Maybe even tap the toes on top of the mat. And counter stretching that now. So stretching everything just below the knee, top of the shin, top of the foot. So this time your toenails are pressing into the mat, into the floor, as you bear your weight back onto your heels. and you might already be feeling enough of a stretch, you can stay here. Otherwise, you can gently lift your knees towards your chest, sprinkle your fingertips beside you, and lifting your knees towards your chest. For a count of 3. For 2. Nice big inhale. And exhale. Gently lower the knees, rock forward again, untuck, and rotate out through the ankles. You can extend one leg back and the other. From here, finding a child's pose, so bringing the knees nice and wide, bringing the big toes to touch at the back, and then sending your hips back towards your heels. And for this one, we're just extending the arms straight out in front of us and bringing the forehead to the floor. Really sending the breath into the back of the rib cage. Nice expansive breath. Last a few breaths here. Let's take our last 2 breaths, growing nice and long through the fingertips and side body. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Very gently lift the gaze. Walk your hands in, rock forward, pick up the knees, close them, and bury your weight back onto your heels. Just take a few moments here. And lifting the gaze from here, coming back into that tabletop, and we'll make our way into a dragon position. So taking your right foot, you're going to step it to the outside of your right pinky finger. Bringing your hands to the inside of your right foot, tuck your left toes under, pick up the left knee and shimmy it back as much as is comfortable for you. And if you need to, you can even move your right foot further to the right side of your mat to make space for your hips. From here, untuck the back toe, so you're untucking your left toes. And we're just gonna hang out here. Maybe gently rocking side to side for a bit. And then when you're ready, you can find stillness. But just notice if you're rounding through the spine, you're trying to draw the crown of the head towards the top of the mat, so you're finding length. So the key in this pose is to really allow the belly to be soft. Relaxing the jaw. So getting ready to transition from here, you're going to tuck your left toes under and very gently straighten or attempt to straighten that right leg. So there's still a bend in the knee as you shimmy your right foot behind the left wrist. Your right knee comes down behind the right wrist. Nice long line from your knee to your big toe. Even pull that knee in a little bit closer and move the fleshy part of your calf away, just to make it more comfortable. And then square off your hips to the top of the mat. And you'll notice that my right hip lifts off the floor, which is totally fine. You can place a blanket or a pillow if you have it handy. Find length, so untucking the back toes, inhaling here, and exhale. You can stay on your palms or come down onto your forearms. And it might feel nice to just maybe shimmy around a bit before you find stillness. So again, the belly is soft, the jaw is relaxed, shoulders are relaxed, elbows are wide. Last few breaths here. If you'd like to go deeper for these last few breaths, simply tuck your left toes under and shimmy your left toes further away or closer to the bottom of your mat. As you reach your arms forward, take our last 2 breaths. Nice big inhale. And sigh it out. Again, inhale. And let it go. Very gently lift the gaze. Push your palms into the floor. You're going to lean your weight into your right hip as you swing your left leg forward. And just come to lay all the way down onto your back for a moment. You can keep your knees bent or extend the legs straight down onto the mat. Really just enjoying that light and airy sensation in that right side. And gently from here, extending the right arm up, rolling onto your right side, push yourself up. And we'll repeat this on the other side. So you're stepping the left foot to the outside of the left pinky finger, and then tucking your right toes under, pick up your right knee and shimmy it back as much as is comfortable for you. And so again, you have the option to walk your left foot closer to the left side of the mat, make space for your hips, untuck your right toes, and just either finding stillness or maybe gently rocking side to side. So belly is relaxed. The jaw is soft. And again, instead of rounding in the spine, think about finding length. So in order for me to do that, I walk my palms closer to the top of my mat. So getting ready to transition here. Walking your hands in if you need to. Tuck your right toes under. Send your hips back as you begin to straighten that left leg. Keeping a bend in the left knee. Shimmy your left foot behind the right wrist. The left knee comes down behind the left wrist. Nice long line from the knee to the big toe. And then, of course, I like to move the fleshy part like half away. And then you can stay here on palms or come down onto your forearms. And same idea, belly is soft, jaws relaxed. Noticing how much pressure you're pushing into your elbows. So maybe you need to open them wider, bring them closer to the top of the mat. If you'd like to go deeper, you can tuck your right toes under, lengthen that back leg. Maybe you extend your arms forward. Let's take our last 2 breaths. Nice big inhale. And sigh it out. One more inhale. And let it go. Very gently push into your palms. Come all the way up. Lean your weight into your left hip this time as you swing your right leg forward. And come to lay all the way down onto your back. So you can keep the knees bent or straighten the legs for your Savasana. Slowly calling ourselves back, wiggling the fingers, the toes, rotate the ankles, the wrists. Stay arms up overhead, interlace the fingers, lace the long body stretch. Then on the exhale, let it go. Bend the knees one by one, rolling over onto your side. You can cradle the head and the upper arm. And then gently pushing yourself all the way up to a seat. Staying a few moments here. I hope you enjoyed this morning's practice. I hope you're ready and set for your day, feeling a little bit more agile and relaxed as you get started. If you did enjoy it, leave me a comment to let me know how you got on, share it with friends and family, and I will see you back here again soon for another practice.